former Dallas Fed president, Robert Kaplan. He joins us now with his own view. He's also the former vice chairman of Goldman Sachs. Mr. Kaplan, welcome back. It's nice to see you.
Good to see you, Scott.
How complicated did things get this week for the Fed?
I think that the narrative continues that goods are disinflating, not perfect, but disinflating. Services is sticky, and the CPI and the PPI, I think, were somewhat conflicting, but confirm that. And I think the other narrative here is you've got very restrictive monetary policy offset by an underestimated impact of very stimulative fiscal policy, unspent ARPA money, Inflation Reduction Act projects, Infrastructure Act projects. So I think the net of it all is you're seeing some confusion, and I think it'll likely cause the Fed to be very careful about moving in June. But I think they should keep their options open and let the situation continue to clarify.
So you don't think the door is fully closed on June, it sounds like?
I think from a risk management point of view, I'd say the waiting is such, if I were there, I think the bar's gone up for me to want to cut in June, but I'd keep an open mind. I'd be careful about making prognostications, and I would wait right up to the June meeting to make a decision. But I think the market should be prepared that they won't cut in June. But I'd keep my options open if I were at the Fed.
How lively do you think the debate is now going to be in the room itself? And what do you think is the impact from that kind of a debate? Remember, we move from what has been unanimity in terms of there haven't been any dissents on any part of this regime since the Fed started hiking. Are we at the precipice of a change?
Yeah, you may have heard me say before, I think the Fed is at its best when there's debate and disagreement. I like that there's disagreement. And here's why there ought to be disagreement. Again, what's the impact of fiscal policy? We have this issue of labor supply looks like it's going up due to immigration. Is that sustainable? We don't know. Is productivity growth improving? Is that sustainable? We don't know. You also have this perverse effect that higher rates may actually be making rents higher because multifamily owners have to charge higher rent to cover the debt service. I think all those things mean that this is kind of homework time for me if I'm at the Fed, in that keep an open mind, do your analysis, talk to contacts, and listen to counter arguments. And I think debate is healthy right here and disagreement. And I'd be learning from my colleagues, but I probably myself would be risk averse about acting in June. That's for sure. And okay. I'll take it meeting by meeting.
So Williams of New York, who is a voting member, of course, says today there's no need to adjust policy, quote, in the very near term. Can you decode that for me?
Yeah, he's saying we'd like to cut rates at some point. It will help the banks. It may help small business lending. There are other positive effects. But we're at full employment. And because we're at full employment, we have the luxury of patience. Let's take advantage of the fact we're at full employment and take advantage of the fact we can afford to be patient.